Welcome. Welcome in the course of fluid mechanics. Today we are going to discuss the properties of fluids. And which property of fluids we are going to discuss? Compressibility, cohesion, adhesion, surface tension, capillarity, vapor pressure, and cavitation. These are the properties that we are going to discuss. So first come to the compressibility. What is this compressibility? So this compressibility is also known as the coefficient of compressibility. And what is it? Compressibility is a measure of what is measures? It measures the relative change in volume of a fluid or solid upon the application of force, pressure or stress. So forget here the solid part. We are dealing with the fluid and especially the liquid. So if there is a relative change in the volume with the application of forces, then the fluid is called the compressive fluid, or there is a compressibility. So compressibility, it measures the relative change in volume of the fluid upon the application of the forces. So if application of pressure changes volume or density of the fluid, then the fluid is said to be compressible. When the fluid is said to be compressible, if there is a relative change in the volume upon the application of pressure, then the fluid is said to be compressible. Either change in volume or change in density. How can we can see? Suppose here I am going to use some annotation. It's better to understanding. Well, suppose this is the space. In this space, this is a closed space. In this space, liquid, or you can say water, is completely filled. Water is completely filled. Here the water is completely filled. So it contains this much of volume. If the same fluid and it has some mass, suppose mass is m, here I have to write here. Suppose m is the mass and v1 is your volume. v1 is the volume. This is for this container. Suppose now the container is changed. Suppose the container is changed to this level. That is, its volume changes. Now the same liquid is filled. If the same liquid is filled, that means now the volume is changed, but the whole liquid is filled in this container and that has the same mass. Because all the liquid is filled in this container, second container. So there is a change in volume, but there is no change in mass. So density is what? Density is mass upon volume. That means if there is a change in the volume, change in the density. The same fluid, the same liquid is filled in the another container and completely filled with the whole amount. But its volume changes. That means the fluid is compressible. So if the change in the volume or density occurs with the application of the forces, then the fluid is said to be compressible. So this is what compressibility. Now this compressibility we can further, if application of forces does not change volume or density of the fluid, then the fluid is said to be incompressible. If there is no change in the volume or density of the fluid with the application of forces, then the fluid is said to be incompressible. This incompressible or compressible, this compressibility is inverse of the bulk modulus. This compressibility is the inverse of the bulk modulus. And what is bulk modulus? Bulk modulus, it measures the resistance. It is a measure, it measures the resistance, how resistance to compression that substance is. That means that substance, that means the liquid, how this liquid is resists against the compression. If there is more resistance, then there is less compression. There is less compression, there is less compressibility. So bulk modulus is resistance to compression. That's why the compressibility is the inverse of the bulk modulus. If the bulk modulus is high, that means the resistance is high. If there is resistance is high, then there is low compressibility. Low compressibility with the increase of bulk modulus. So compressibility and bulk modulus is the inverse relation between compressibility and bulk modulus. So this is about the compressibility. From this slides, we can able to understand the fluid is compressible or not. If the density changes, then it's the compressible fluid. If density does not change, it is the incompressible fluid. Now coming to the next property, that is the cohesion and adhesion. What is this cohesion and adhesion? If cohesion, what is this? Cohesion is a property of like or similar molecules that is sticking together, that is mutually attractive. So it is an intrinsic property. This is an intrinsic property of the substance. Now see the example. Attraction among the water molecules. This is the example of cohesion. Water molecules, one water molecule is attracted by the other water molecules. So this is the mutual attraction, that is called the cohesion. Cohesion is the property of molecules of the similar, that is the forces between the similar type of particles, similar particles. And in opposite of that, this is the adhesion, that is the tendency of dissimilar particles or surfaces to sticking to one another, that is called the adhesion. So attraction between the molecules of water and glass is the example of adhesion. One particle is water and the other particle is of glass. So attraction between these two particles is called the adhesion. If the same particle is there, then it is called the cohesion. Now you can see the picture also. Here the cohesion and adhesion. So this same particle, blue is the water particles. The attraction between blue particles is the cohesion, and attraction between this blue and green particle, that is the different particles. Green particles, you can say the glass. So between this, it is called the adhesion. Here also in the picture it is shown, this is adhesion. That is glass and water, surface and water. Between the water it is cohesion, and water and the other surface is the adhesion. This is cohesion and adhesion. Now next property is coming to the surface tension. What is the surface tension? Surface tension, name indicates surface tension. Surface, that is a top layer. Tension, that is some tension, that means there is some forces that creates tension. So surface tension is the tendency of fluid. It is the tendency of fluid surface to shrink into minimum area possible, to shrink into minimum surface area possible, to shrink into minimum surface area, not area, it's surface area, outer surface area, to shrink into minimum surface area possible. So this is called the surface tension. So the property of surface tension, because of this property, the liquid tends to minimize its surface area. What is the dimension of this surface tension? Surface tension has the dimension of force per unit length. In terms of force, it is force per unit length. In terms of energy, it is the surface energy per unit area. So this is one of the most important factor that is responsible for the capillarity. Capillarity we will see in the next slide. So better to explain surface tension, first you know the surface tension. What is it? It is the property of the fluid, because of which the fluids try to minimize its surface area. Now See, at the liquid water interface, suppose in a capillarity, in a tube, glass tube, there is some water is there. So what surface tension? Surface tension results from the greater attraction of liquid molecules to each other and then to the molecules in the air. Suppose better if I draw a picture, it will be clear. This is your glass tube. Suppose this is from the bottom, it is not closed. Better this is like that one, like that one. So here is the water that is goes up to some level. Here the surface is like surface is curved here slightly. This is curved slightly here. So what is here? What happens? This is the capillarity example. I think better to see some other example. Here water rises up to some height. So see here the water molecules is there, and here is the air. Here is your air. On the top surface, here is the air. So there is two types of molecules, air above the this liquid surface, and below this liquid surface is the water. Liquid surface, that is the water surface. So here is the attraction between the water molecules. Here the attraction between water molecules, and here the liquid air interface, that means the air and liquid. This is the interface. This is your interface. What happens on this interface? See here. In the slide it is written here, greater attraction of liquid molecules to each other. It is because of the cohesion, due to cohesion. So greater attraction of liquid molecules, here is the greater attraction, liquid molecules. So forces here downwards is high than to the molecules in the air compared to this molecule. So here molecules, air molecules try to attract it upwards, and while the water molecules try to attract it downwards. So what happens because of the more forces here, the here the top surface should be straight, but due to higher force towards the downwards, this surface becomes like this. If the forces between the air and water molecules, that is the adhesion forces, are more, if in that case the top surface becomes like this. So top surface becomes like this in case of when the cohesion force is more than the adhesion force. When the adhesion force is more than the cohesion force, then this type of surface appears. If the forces are balanced, then in that case only this straight surface will appear, but this is not happened. So either this happened or this happened. So this is how the cohesion and adhesion forces works, and because of this, surface tension creates on the top surface of the or surface area of the liquid. That's why this type of forces is called the surface tension force. This is about the surface tension. So what is surface tension? This surface tension is, so this is the property of the fluid because of which the surface area of the fluid try to shrink into the minimum surface area possible. This is the surface tension. Now we are coming to the next slide, that is called the capillarity. What is capillarity? Capillarity is the ability of a liquid to flow. It is the ability of a liquid to flow in the narrow spaces under the action of cohesion and adhesion forces or surface tension, you can say. So capillarity is the property because of which the liquid is able to flow in the narrow space. This is what capillarity. Capillarity is the ability of a liquid to flow in the narrow space under the effect of surface tension. So it can be defined as the tendency of a liquid in a capillary tube to rise or fall as a result of surface tension. So you can see here already this capillarity rise occurs when adhesive forces are greater than the cohesive forces. And the capillary depression occurs when adhesive forces are lower than the cohesive forces. One is the capillary rise and other is the capillary depression. This capillary rise occurs when there is the adhesive forces greater than the cohesive forces, and capillary depression occurs when the adhesive forces are lower than the cohesive forces. So here you can see the picture. Here the capillary rise, here the adhesion force is greater than cohesion, and here the adhesion force is less than the cohesion. So here the depression, downfall. From this surface, liquid goes up. That is rise in the liquid. Here is the fall in the liquid from compared to this surface. So here is the rise, here is the fall. Why it is? Because of the surface tension, or you can say the adhesion and cohesive effect. And this is H that rises or that falls, that can be given by this equation, H equal to 4 sigma cos theta upon rho g T. Capital D is the diameter of this tube, sigma is the surface tension, theta is the angle between this contact wetted surface and the glass, and H is the rise here. So how this can be obtained? By equating the weight of the fluid in the column, in this column, weight of the fluid with the surface tension forces. So this is the same thing that I discussed. Now coming to the vapor pressure. What is this vapor pressure? Vapor pressure that is the pressure on the liquid surface that is exerted by the vapor molecules. It's called the vapor pressure. Simple. Vapor pressure is the pressure that is exerted by the vapor molecules on the liquid surface. This is called the vapor pressure, and it is dependent on the temperature. Now next is the cavitation. What is this cavitation? Cavitation is the formation of bubbles or cavities in the liquid. So formation of bubbles or cavities. Cavity, that means the bubbles, that means that it contains the vapor. It is not the water molecules, it contains the vapor. So cavitation is the formation of bubbles or cavities in the liquid developed in the area of relatively low pressure. In the other way, we can define cavitation is a phenomena in which rapid change of pressure in a liquid leads to formation of small vapor filled cavities that is vapor filled cavities in place where the pressure is relatively low. In simple words, we understand cavitation is the phenomena because of which bubbles or cavities creates. That cavities having the vapor inside it, and it is developed in the relatively low pressure zone. This is the cavitation. We will discuss details this phenomena in the classroom. Thank you very much.